The Gleason's grade 1 is the nodules of uniform closely packed malignant glands. Nucleoli are relatively inconspicuous, and we can see the glands, they are well closely packed. In Gleason's grade 2, there is nodule configuration, more loosely packed glands can be seen. This is the nodular configuration, and they are quite loosely packed. But on high power, in grade 3, we can see the infiltrates, and there is marked pleomorphism, and there are non-neoplastic, glands can also be seen, and there are the tumor infiltrates in between at multiple places. They can be seen with prominent nucleoli. And in this slide, you can see almost all the cells are neoplastic with prominent nucleoli. Now the tumor infiltrates in and among the non-neoplastic glands can be seen. Now the Gleason's grade 4, the glands are fused with the completely, they are completely fused with without any stroma, and there is poorly formed multiple lumens can be seen. The glands are, we don't see, in some places we don't see any glands, or we can see just the lumens. And if we see on high power, you can see that they are merging, and there is very little stroma, and prominent nucleoli can be seen, and mitotic figures are also seen. And on Gleason's grading, the fused glands without completely formed stroma can be seen. Another slide of Gleason's grade 4 with now this is the hypernephroid variant, and in which we see abundant clear cytoplasm with dot-like nuclei, and they just give a picture like hypernephroma of the kidney or the clear cell variant. And also mucinous Gleason's grading can be seen in the sometimes. Now Gleason's grade 5 or the Gleason's grade 5 pattern, there is minimal gland formation, and the cells, they occur in sheets, clumps, and cords, and they may need PSA stain to confirm the diagnosis. There is minimal gland formation in this pattern 5, and the cells are occurring in sheets, clumps, and cords. And here again there is clumps and cords can be seen, and there is signet ring histology, just like signet ring cells in the stomach. Peripheral nuclei. This is the cribriform pattern with the modules with large ducts that are filled with distended with the tumor in a cribriform pattern can be seen, and in grade 3 or 4, and there is sometimes a central necrosis. If seen, we can raise it to grade 5. See here there is a comedonecrosis, and sometimes we also find along with the prostate, sometimes the seminal vesicle can also be seen, and this shows golden brown granules with the lipofuscin pigment, and the seminal vesicle can show small cell carcinoma with round blue cells in sheets, necrosis, and high mitotic areas, and molded nuclei with prominent nucleoli. Prostatic specific antigen and Pap stains are typically negative, and serum PSA levels may only be mildly elevated, and neuroendocrine stains are positive. Endometrioid carcinoma typically arises in the area of the urethra and prostatic utricle, and the prostate specific antigen and Pap stains are positive, and often the grade 3 or 4 can be seen. The transitional cell carcinoma is also seen in seminal vesicle sometimes, and typically it involves the ducts, and more cytological atypia is seen in these than prostatic carcinoma, and they are negative for prostate specific antigen. Rarely we find the schistosoma in prostate, and especially a lot of people who are coming from Middle East, they can be seen, and so they come from the Middle East, and This leads to, they bring slides from the of schistosomiasis. Rhabdomyosarcoma, sometimes seen with the sheaths of tadpole-like cells having cross striations, elongated cells with cross striations.